Hey guys, my name is Sam, and this is my first video. Never done anything like this before. Just wanted to see, how it goes, and well, here it is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have an established channel on YouTube or not. I don't know. This is just something that I'm going and just doing and see how it goes, really. I think I want to really kind of focus on the car and the progress on this car that I've done and or what I'm planning on doing and so on and so forth. The car in question, if you don't know already, it's a 2016 BMW M3 in Alpine white with Sakura orange interior. I've got pretty much all the options on there other than the carbon ceramic brakes. I don't have those, and I don't think I really need carbon ceramic brakes for the car. I'm not really going to track it as much or anything. It's just really my street cruiser, take it to and from work. It's almost like my daily driver, quite honestly. I picked her up about a month ago from California, and I live in Texas, so it was a pretty cool road trip. Me and my friend flew out to California, picked the car up, and drove back to Texas. So that was a really cool road trip that we had. Breaking in the car and just enjoying the car for sure. And I'll get into that stuff later on, possibly. About the car, like I said, it's a 2016. I've got almost all the options on there. Driver assistance package, and then there's another package. I can't think of it on top of my head. I've got the heads-up display. Pretty fully loaded car. I originally came from a 2006 Acura RSX. Now that's a huge step up from that car. I had that car for 10 years. I loved it. Loved every bit of it. Gave it to my cousin. She's in high school, so it's going to be like her learning car or whatnot. I still could see the car, and if I ever need to drive it, I'll just go over to his house and go grab the keys from her and take it out for a cruise again. So that Acura I had was I bought it brand new. Bought it with I think like 25 miles on the car. Drove it for 10 years, put 272,000 miles on the car. It still runs great, transmission, engine. The car looks gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I had a few modifications on there, nothing too crazy. And, it just kind of went from there. Enjoyed the car. And then after I got more established financially and everything, I was real picky with my vehicles. And I just didn't know what I needed or what I really wanted. And, I've got a family now. I've got a little baby girl. So she's 3 months now. So that two-door coupe wouldn't work out. So I, looked into four-door SUVs, sports SUVs and stuff. And then my friend told me about the BMW, maybe like a 3 Series. And I liked it, but then I looked at the M3 and I kind of fell in love with it. I've always had something to do, something about the M3s I always liked. Of course, I could never afford it. It was just ludicrous for me to even think about it. But once my friend told me about it, almost about a year ago, I kept it in the back of my mind and just kind of left it there. And then when I started to get into looking to get into a new car, I looked at it, I still thought it was just crazy, it was too much money and just everything. I was probably looking into a Lexus IS 350, F Sport, Infiniti Q50, which my friend has one. Something around the $55,000 range. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, I'm never going to get a chance since I keep my car for such a long time to get something that I really liked and that I really enjoy. And being a car enthusiast, I really love the M3. So I looked into it, I really liked it, and then I signed up for the message boards, Bimmer Post. I was on there. Of course, I hadn't bought the vehicle or anything, just kind of looked around, read, and asked questions, stuff like that. And just, it just kept in the back of my mind. And then just one day, I was just kind of looking at cars, I was looking at the BRZ just to kind of replace the Acura. Small car, love the styling and so on and so forth. Then again, I thought about, is this something really that I wanted, or this is only going to be my only chance, so on and so forth kind of thing. So let's go for it. Long story short, I started looking into the M3s, and I just decided that, hey, that's the car I wanted. And so I kind of spec'd out a few. I really wanted a custom color, but I couldn't really look into getting paying $5,000 for a custom color. And I really wanted to do a European delivery, but the way the car, my uncle was wanting to find a car for his daughter, and it just, I was like, you know what, I'm okay with, getting a car, another car, not a custom colored one, or doing a European delivery. So I looked online, looked everywhere, and there's the exact car that I wanted, spec to spec, color, interior color, all the options in California. Now the M3s are very hard to find because of the inventory was really low when I bought it, and just there was lots of them. They were white but didn't have this option or didn't have that option. But the one that I wanted was in California. I made the deal online and over the phone, and sure enough, me and my friend got on the plane and flew out to California and Fresno, picked up the car and drive it back. I may put some clips in if I can. From our drive there, and just us picking up the car, or me picking up the car from the dealer. So anyways, got a BMW M3, real proud of it, real blessed to be able to own a pretty powerful car, and it's definitely nice. Love it, love driving it. I've already put 5,400 miles on the car. I picked it up when she was in the dealer with only 9 miles. No one has ever driven it. No test drives, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure that's what the dealer told me. It was sitting in the showroom the whole time since they got delivered from, I guess, whenever they got the delivery for the vehicle. So I was the first person to drive it out, pretty much. So, yeah. So, what's it like to drive the car? It's great. The Acura I had, which is obviously a huge difference in class and everything, that had a Mugen suspension on there, and so it was a pretty stiff suspension, but not to where it would bounce and make you go crazy. This feels similar to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but I mean, it's got 3 modes. The vehicle does. It's got Sport, Sport Plus, and Comfort. Normally I drive it in Sport, so it's not too bad at all. And then Sport Plus is when you're really kind of doing aggressive driving or whatnot for the suspension, but I normally keep it in Sport. The power, of course, that's the big question. This car has 425 horsepower and 406 foot-pounds of torque. That's huge compared to what I came out of. 155 horsepower according to the sheet on the Acura, and I don't even know what foot-pounds of torque. I think it's like 132 or 135 foot-pounds of torque. So that was a very economical car. Nothing fast, not fast at all, but it was my daily driver, and I loved it. So the power from there to here, or from that car to this car, it's night and day, and it puts a big smile on my face whenever I get on this car and give it a little bit of gas. This thing flies, no question about it. So the car's pretty much stock. I just recently, last week, got some side markers, and I'll show you that later. Side markers that's on the fenders, on the front fenders, that were chrome originally, but I changed them out to black, and I bought those from IND. And I also purchased a black M3 logo for the rear. I have not installed that yet. Just recently went online and bought BMW M Performance carbon fiber spoiler, deck lid spoiler, and the rear M diffuser, carbon fiber M diffuser for the back, which I'll install, and I'll probably make a video for that when I do. So the exterior should be done other than a front lip, which I haven't decided on which I want to do, which way I want to go. So I'm gonna keep it like that for a while and then just, you know, go from there. Interior wise, I'm not touching anything. This car is perfect the way it is. I love the seats, love the color. It's awesome. It really is. It's a real cool car, interior wise. So the interior is gonna stay stock unless I go crazy one day and do something, but I highly doubt I'll do that. The motor, you know, it's intoxicating to have that kind of power, 425, you know, which a lot of places online and people have said that it makes more. BMW is pretty conservative on their numbers. I think I believe it. It's got more power, I feel, than what it's stated for. How much exactly, I don't really know. There's conflicting numbers and stuff going around online. I may just have to dyno tune it, you know, in stock form and just really see what it makes. And then, you know, go from there. I am thinking about, you know, getting a flash or ECU upgrade or whatnot, like a Dynon or a JBL4 or whatever it's called. I need to really look into it. I haven't really spent time on figuring out what I wanted to do, or if I ever want to go that route. Number one, I mean, the car's pretty new. It's only been a month and a half, a month or whatever since I've owned it. So, you know, I probably need to drive it a little bit more, enjoy it, and then probably look to get that tune engine upgrade or whatever at a later time. But we'll see. But how is it? Other than that, I mean, it's pretty cool. Here in a few. Love the exterior. I've got black wheels, black 19-inch rims on this, which are upgraded 19-inch. I've got LED headlight upgrade as well, which I love. The LEDs gives it a nice, cool, you know, look, especially at night. But I am going to do some coating to it, which whenever I get around to do that, or have someone else help me do that, to where it's going to be the European LED, turn on some features or whatnot. From my understanding, it gives more output at night, and also it changes the way it works in terms of it makes a little box or something around the cars that are in front of you, and it lights up the road, and it's really, really cool. Saw a video online and figured I want to do that, and do a little bit of coatings here and there for the car just to turn on some features that we don't have in the US, or just, you know, that we can still do with coating. So once I read into it and look into it, I'll do that for sure. From my understanding, it's pretty straightforward. It's, you know, with a laptop and a program which is online, it's for free. And once you connect to it with a cable, you can get on eBay, stick it in, and go through the settings, and then you can, you know, turn on and off a few things here and there. So I'll make videos for that, you know, if I ever get around to do that. All right, guys. I know. Kind of give you guys an introduction. So here's the car, the BMW M3. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love what they did with the M bumpers in the front, the real aggressive front end. It's got real big openings for cooling. It's just it just looks great. It's real low to the ground. If you can see, it's not too much clearance, and of course if you lower it, then you're getting even further to the ground. You have to be real careful with bump stops and stuff like that in parking spaces. Anyways, so this car, I got the black kidney grills. That was a factory option, or not factory option, a port option that was put on the car prior to me purchasing it. I was going to change it out anyways, but I'm glad I got those. These are the adaptive LED headlights. They look great. I love the way they look, especially at night. It looks really, really nice. That's the side cameras in the front end. There's on each side, and you can kind of stick your nose out and see what's going down on the street prior to pulling out, which is pretty neat. These are required by US whatever regulations to have. I don't like them. I may just change them out and put IND covers on them, so make it all white. These are the 19-inch wheels.
the black wheels, I think they look great. Great contrast with the Alpine white car. This is what is the one thing that I changed out last week. That that side gill, or whatever you want to call it. I changed it out. It was chrome initially, but I changed it out to the black ones, and I got those from IND. A lot of people on the forums and stuff have gotten those, and it's a nice clean look with the car, and especially with that white and black kind of theme. The car's got real carbon fiber, which is, I think, looks freaking amazing. It looks real nice, offset, and it pops out on the white. And one of the favorite things that I like is if you kind of get to the side, you see that flared arch on the back wheel right there. That looks real sexy. I think it just looks real nice, aggressive, and that's mainly on the M3s, to get the car wide enough for the track. The M4s, since they're already wide, they don't have that flared arches on the back, but I just think it looks great. So if you see the side profile of the car from the back, it looks great, and then you can kind of see it, how it comes out. And of course, the front fenders are also custom to the M3s, which are also flared out just a little bit. I'm not sure if you could see that from here. Being that this is a 2016, it's got the LED lights in the back. Those are the LCI upgrades. Here's your quad exhaust, real well known for the M's. All M's pretty much have those. I think that looks real nice too. I may change out the tips to like black ones or something, or even get an exhaust system, but those things are so expensive. I'm not sure if I really care to go that route. Another thing that I got, and this is just almost silly really, it's a real carbon fiber license plate housing, or license plate cover, or whatever, frame. I can't think right now. And so I got that. There's the M3 badge, and I'm going to change that out to a black one. So all that's going to be black right there. So I'm going to change that out soon. I already have it. It's at home sitting there. But yeah, that's the car, Alpine white. And let's see if I could open it up and show you a little bit on the interior. You've already seen the interior, but that's the interior there. It looks absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can really see it right now. It's not as dark, or if I get a better angle, but those M logos glow at night, and they're glowing. So if you could see that right there, if I give it a little bit more darkness there, that's real carbon fiber, or carbon fiber dash inlay. Gives it a nice touch. Matches, of course, the car's roof and everything. I love the mirrors, the custom M mirrors. I mean, that just looks amazing right there. The 3 Series obviously just have standard mirrors, and this thing's got pretty much everything on an M, or that distinguishes it from a standard 3 Series. Another one that's a good thing that I like about the design of the car, at least the hood, there's a power door. It's kind of hard to see in this white color, but if you do, there's a dome set right here. Whenever you're sitting in the driver's seat, at least when I am, you can see that sticking out, and it just looks cool. I mean, it gives it a nice aggressive look. But yeah, that's the M3. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions, anything you want to see in particular, let me know in the comments.